Let's talk about a really powerful idea. It's the idea that the single biggest tool you have for changing your life, it isn't your job, it's not about your money, and it's not about your circumstances. Nope, it's all about your mindset. I mean, what if those chains that you feel are holding you back have absolutely nothing to do with what's actually going on around you? It's not about where you came from, or the lucky breaks you did or didn't get.
What if the real obstacle, and that means the real key to unlocking everything, is just the way you think?
Okay, so check this out because this really says it all. You can have two people in the exact same tough spot. One of them feels completely trapped, like a victim of it all, but the other one, they see a way forward, a challenge they can beat. The situation is identical. The only thing that's different is their mindset. So how does this actually work in the real world? How can our own thinking build a prison that keeps us stuck, sometimes for years? Well, it all boils down to a really simple but incredibly powerful principle. And this is it. Before anything, and I mean anything good happens in your life, it has to first exist as a possibility in your head. And guess what? The exact same thing is true for failure. If you accept defeat in your mind, you're literally paving the way for it in reality. The world you see outside is just a mirror of the world you've built inside.
These right here, these are the monsters we build in our own minds. And they're usually built from three things: being afraid of failing, being afraid of what other people will think, and just being scared to step outside of what's comfortable. And trust me, these thoughts are not harmless. They are the architects of doing nothing. And when your thinking is run by those fears, your life just falls into this predictable and honestly super frustrating loop. You stick to the same routine because it feels safe, you make the same excuses to avoid taking any risks, and so you get the exact same results over and over and over again.
This is exactly why pointing the finger at the government, your boss, your bad luck is a complete dead end. You're just giving your power away. Real, lasting change only kicks in the moment you take full ownership of the one thing you have total control over, your own mind.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem, but how do we actually fix it, right? It's not about just, thinking positive. It's about actively designing a whole new way of thinking. So here are 3 really practical tools you can use to get started. In these 3 steps, they really build on each other. So first, we're going to tackle the internal stuff, replacing those negative thoughts. Then we're going to zoom out and focus on long-term growth instead of short-term comfort. And finally, we'll look at the world around you and how to create an environment that actually helps you grow.
All right, let's jump into step 1. This is a perfect, simple example. The second your brain tells you, I can't, you have to consciously catch it and swap it out with, I'm learning. See the difference? One is a brick wall. The other is a starting line.
Here's another really powerful one. Instead of seeing a setback as some final judgment, I failed, reframe it. It's just data. This is experience. You didn't lose. You just learned something that doesn't work. This tiny little language shift, it changes absolutely everything.
Now for step 2, which is all about thinking long-term. This right here shows the choice we all face every single day. On one side, you've got the easy, comfortable stuff that feels good right now. And on the other, you've got the disciplined choices that actually build the future you want. A winning mindset just consistently chooses the right side.
This is your new filter. Seriously, before you make any decision, big or small, just ask yourself this one simple question. It instantly snaps your focus away from what you want right now to who you want to become.
And finally, step 3, you've probably heard it before, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your circle is full of complainers, well, you're going to become a complainer. But if it's full of ambitious, growing people, their mindset is going to rub off on you. Your environment is never neutral. It's either pulling you up or dragging you down.
Okay, now let's talk about the biggest mental hurdle of them all. Failure. Most people see failure and they just see a giant wall. But an architective mindset, they see raw material. This is the absolute core of the whole shift. Failure isn't a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's a sign that your approach needs an upgrade. It's just feedback. It's telling you to think smarter, not to quit. This is the question a victim mindset always asks. Just notice the language. It's so passive. It suggests that you're powerless, that things are just being done to you. And this question, it only leads to bitterness and staying stuck.
And this is the architect's question. It's active, it's curious. It assumes there's a lesson buried in the mess. That one word change from why to what shifts you from a place of weakness to a place of power. It turns every single failure into a stepping stone.
So, where does all of this lead? Well, it leads right here, to this moment, to understanding that your new life doesn't start next week, or next month, or next year. It starts with one single decision.
This is the decision, not just to wish for things to be better, but to actually commit, to decide right here and now that you are going to consciously choose stronger thoughts, that you will act with more purpose, and that you will never, ever give up on the person you know you can become.
And that's the ultimate takeaway. You don't have to change your entire life all at once. You just have to change the source code, your thinking. Once you fix that, everything else just starts to shift, almost like it's automatic. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need anyone's approval. The only thing you need is to decide. Your future is waiting for you. Go get it. Start now.